Hey children, welcome back to your Sunday morning class. In your last class, you learned how good friends spend time talking and listening to each other. Today, we shall discuss something else that friends do. If your friend is sick or hungry or tired or lonely, what would you do? Helping and showing that you care is another way of being a good friend. Did you know that Jesus wants to be our best friend? Yes, we know that because Jesus, He came to be with us. Jesus did not come to be served by us. Instead, He came to serve us. And He proved it to us. He spent all His life doing good to people. And at last, He died to save us. Jesus is the best of everything we look for in a friend. Let's listen to this Bible story taken from the Gospel of John, chapter 13, verse 1 to 15, and chapter 15, verse 12 to 14, in which Jesus shows us how to be a friend. On the very last day before Jesus was going to die, He knew what was going to happen very soon. He wanted His disciples to understand what it means to be a true friend. So He did something they would never forget. He got up from His place and took off His outer robe. He tied a towel round His waist and then picked up a basin and a big jug of water. Then He knelt down in front of one of the disciples and began to wash his feet. The disciples were shocked to see their master acting like a servant. They tried to stop Him, but Jesus went on washing their feet and drying them with the towel till everyone's feet were done. At last Jesus put on His robe and sat down at the table again. "Do you understand what I have done?" He asked. "I am your Lord and teacher, and I have washed your feet. You must learn from me and do the same." Then He said, "This is what I want you to do. Love one another as I have loved you. I am going to give up my life for you because you are my friends. You can be my friends if you do what I tell you." After Jesus died and went away to heaven, His disciples remembered how He had washed their feet and what He had said to them. They tried to be Jesus' friends by loving and serving others. What did Jesus mean when He said, "You also should do the same to each other"? Did He mean that we should go around washing each other's feet? No, there is a much deeper meaning to what Jesus did. Jesus showed us by this example that to be like Him, we have to serve others. By this act of loving service, Jesus was trying to demonstrate the kind of love we should show to others. What an amazing act of service Jesus performed. This story happened many years ago, but even today, Jesus wants to be this way with us. He is not a faraway God. He wants to be your very best friend, and He wants you to be His. The washing of feet example tells us that Jesus wants us to love others like He did and serve others like He did. When we love and serve others, we are really loving and serving Jesus Himself. Jesus once told the people about what would happen at the end of time, when He will come as King and welcome all those who loved and served Him. Let's read what He said. Jesus said, "When I come as King with my angels, I will welcome all my friends and say, Welcome to my kingdom, because I was hungry and you gave me food. I was thirsty and you gave me drink. I was a stranger and you welcomed me. I was naked and you clothed me. I was sick and you cared for me, in prison and you visited me. Close your eyes and think about what Jesus said. Would you like Jesus to welcome you when he comes at the end of time? Would you like to learn how to be a true friend of Jesus? Let's start by helping people at home. Think of something you can do for others who need your love and help. Jesus called us to follow his example of service and how to put others first. He wants us to spend time with him. There are many ways you can spend some time with Jesus and try to be a true friend of Jesus. And what exactly do we mean when we speak about spending time with Jesus? Here, let's take a look.
Whatsoever you do to the least of my people, that you do unto me. When I was hungry, you gave me to eat. When I was thirsty, you gave me to drink. Now enter into the home of my Father. Whatsoever you do to the least of my people, that you do unto me. When I was homeless, you opened your door. When I was naked, you gave me your coat. Now enter into the home of my Father.
Okay, now I'll show you an activity to help you spend time with Jesus every day. For this, we need an A4 size chart paper. Fold it in half, place your hand on it at an angle with your wrist resting on the bottom corner of the fold and your middle finger pointing to the top corner of the open side. Spread your fingers out a bit. Trace the outline of your hand on the paper. Hold the pencil upright when you do this, as it will help to give you broader fingers and more space to write on. Keep the paper folded and cut out the hands carefully. Now, open out the fold and write "Helping Hands for Jesus" at the bottom of your cutout. After that, write the dates of 10 days on the tips of the fingers, starting from tomorrow. This card is to help you to remember to do something for Jesus every day. As you do a good deed, write it on the fingertip below the date. If you do more than one good deed, that's great. You can write them down one below the other. And after 10 days, the card could be turned around and used for 10 more days. After 20 days, make a new cutout of your helping hands and continue to love and serve Jesus throughout the year. You can write a short prayer to Jesus, thanking him and telling him what you plan to do to spend time with him. At the end of the year, you can decorate and display your good deeds in the form of a Christmas wreath and place it near the crib as your gift to Jesus. Another very effective and enjoyable way for us to love and serve Jesus is by reading about the life of saints and choosing our own patron saint who we would like to imitate and follow. Do you know who saints are? Saints are people who love God over everything and everyone else. They put God's love into service. The lives of saints inspire us to live a good life and teach us how to be brave, to be strong, be firm in our faith, choose right from wrong, sacrificing happily for Jesus. In short, they help us to stay close to Jesus by seeing Jesus in other people. Let's listen to the story of one such saint, Martin de Porres, who was a true friend of Jesus. Martin de Porres was a boy from South America. His father, John de Porres, was a rich white man from Spain. His mother, Anna, was a beautiful dark-skinned woman from Lima. When Martin was still very young, his father left the country and forgot about his family, leaving Anna to take care of Martin and his little sister. Because Martin was neither white nor black, people would make fun of him. He didn't have many friends, but Martin decided when he was still very small that he would have Jesus for his best friend. When Anna sent Martin to the market to buy food, the little boy would often share the food with poor and hungry children in the market. Even though he was punished for it, he kept doing it because he felt it was what Jesus wanted. As a teenager, Martin worked in a barber's shop. The barber also used to cure sick people. Martin learned very quickly not only how to cut hair and shave the men who came, but also to mend fractured legs and give medicines to the sick. When Martin was 15 years old, he joined a monastery where he could pray and serve God better. He told the brother who was in charge, "Let me live here as a servant, not a brother." Martin would sweep floors, clean toilets, cut hair, look after the vegetable garden, and help in the kitchen. He also looked after the brothers when they were sick. Whenever Martin got the chance, he would go to the chapel and spend time in front of the tabernacle talking to his friend Jesus. Soon the brothers in the monastery realized that Martin was a holy man. They asked Martin to join them as a brother. God began working miracles through Martin. Sick people and even animals became well as soon as he cared for them. Once there was a terrible epidemic in Lima. Brother Martin would go from house to house and carry the sick people back to the monastery where he would care for them. No one was allowed to visit the sick priests in case they got sick too. But God worked another miracle for Martin. He was able to go through the locked doors and was found feeding and caring for the priests there. When the superior scolded him, he answered, "God asked me to love and care for the sick, so I must obey him first." When Brother Martin died, the whole city was sad. They came in thousands to see him for the last time. In heaven, Martin still serves Jesus. He blesses people who ask for his help, especially the sick. We too can pray to Saint Martin to help people sick with coronavirus, cancer, and other illnesses. We celebrate his feast on the day he went to heaven on November 3rd. You can make your very own book of Saint Martin. Print the 2 sheets back to back on a single paper, then cut the sheet in half on the dark line. So after you cut the paper in the center, arrange the pages in the right order of the page numbers, and then either staple or punch it in place. So, once you arrange it according to the page numbers, you can just staple it, and there you have your book on Saint Martin. Color the pictures and read often to help you become a true friend of Jesus like Martin. So long then, I wish your little helping hands a lot of loving and serving. Keep smiling.
When I was weary, you helped me find rest. When I was anxious, you calmed all my fears. Now enter into the home of my Father.
Whatsoever you do to the least of my people,